art community and its problems. Okay, so the art community has a ton of problems that I don't like, and I'm going to talk about it right now. So, whenever you're trying to get yourself out there online, there's always going to be like some challenges. Yeah, it's going to be like a lot of challenges, okay? So, most of the time, people always wonder why my work ain't getting a lot of attention, why people ain't liking my stuff, they ain't leaving comments. Well, I gotta say this. There's a lot of like there's a lot of things that contribute to not getting any type of attention when it comes to like posting your work online. Okay. Well, I've seen a lot of people saying that the online art community is hard, and it is. And the biggest supporter that you're going to have is yourself most of the time, because not a lot of people want to go out of their way just to like support you unless that you got them like big numbers and stuff. You know, you like a person that has big numbers, that's when they'll run to you. Oh, this person has big numbers and gets a lot of likes, maybe I'll follow this person. Oh, this person is friends with a popular person, maybe I'll follow them just because everybody else is following them. And that's how the art community works. Nobody wants to see somebody that's different. They all want to see the same thing, maybe about a bunch of popular people. I always gotta have a same like other stuff. Always gotta be drawn in the same style because everybody is scared to see something that's different. Um, People, I just noticed in the art community, people nowadays are just don't even embrace stuff that looks different anymore. They always gotta have some type of standard or something. Like if it looks a certain way, they'll say that, and then just like completely. Well, they'll just like, for example, a lot of people will just won't even look at your work just because of how it's drawn. Like I said that already, didn't I? But it's true, okay? And I experienced it. You know how people watch cartoons or animations and they be like saying that they don't like how the characters look. That's what it is, and I call it art style judgment because it's true. It's something that happens in the art community all the time. This goes back to when I was going to art school. When I was going to art school, I did draw an anime style, but I did draw cartoon stuff, and it was like this, like several people who drew in an anime style, like the ones you see outside the common anime style, not the Dragon Ball one, but the common anime style. Everybody, like, not everybody, but I don't want to say like. Okay, so I'm just gonna make it simple as I can. So when I was going to art school, it was these people, and they always give me like a certain look just because of the way I drew my characters and stuff. And it's like that in the art community online. You ain't gotta see them, but they're gonna say that they don't like how it looks and how it's drawn because they don't like the style. The people who looking at your stuff have freaking standards or something like that, so they just stuck in their bubble and don't want to look at nothing that looks different because everybody wants everything to remain the same. They're too scared of seeing stuff change. Another thing I don't like about the art community is people who think they're better than you just because they got a bunch of followers. There are multiple artists online who think that they're in a competition, and then they think the amount of numbers they get means that your art skill is very good, but that's not the case. Like, as a person who went to art school and like been through it, like actually was like with a bunch of artists, I can tell you for a fact that just because you get a bunch of followers online doesn't mean that your artwork is good, because you still have to learn multiple other techniques of art if you want to get better. In order for you to get inside of art school, you have to audition and you have to draw stuff from real life. They don't want to see I know a lot of people gonna get mad at me, but they don't want to see like cartoonish stuff. They want to see like stuff that looks like it's on another level. You gotta branch out. If you just only used to drawing animated stuff, your skill it will never build up. You will never improve. But if you like drawing what you love, you can do that on the side. But just try to draw like different stuff. Draw stuff that's hard that you're not used to drawing. I came across like certain articles and stuff I was looking online. This lady said that she drew realistic stuff, right? So she never drew anime before. And anime is like not easy to draw at times, but she never drew anime before. She ended up drawing Sailor Moon on her first try, and she never drew anime before. She is very good at drawing realistic stuff. And the example of it was, just because you can draw like inside of a specific style, it doesn't mean that you got the like fundamentals and all that stuff down. And that is the truth. Now I wanted to talk about not being accepted inside of the art community. There are 7 different places you can post your art online, but the most very all of the platforms are filled with artists that have like big hits. They're everywhere. Like every time I get on a different platform, people like your posts, right? But they don't go out of their way to look at your profile. They don't go out of their way to like leave comments. No, they don't go out of their way to do that. They just like your stuff, hoping to get people to follow them. Just because. And then these people be having like, most of the time, I'm not trying to be mean in them, but most of the time the art is just not even too like polished. Most of the time the art is not polished, not very well. A lot of the times these people have a bunch of friends, they giving them follows and stuff. Most of the time these new artists who make new profiles be in a rush to get followed, so they do this follow for follow thinking, building up their ego, thinking that their work is good just because they got a ton of followers, like I said before. And these type of artists are the ones who just live online all the time and just not used to not making a way for change. They don't want to see change. They just want to be like the center of attention. Those are the types of artists that like to be in the center of attention. The people who are in a rush to grow and just want to interact with a bunch of people to just build up their stuff real fast. And sometimes that doesn't end well. I've noticed that. Wow. Most of the time, some artists say that nobody notices them, nobody gives them attention. I see all these amazing, talented artists that always make something amazing and pleasant to look at, and their art is just like, it's just amazing, you know. They don't get a lot of attention either. And you don't see them on there following a ton of people. I came across a bunch of profiles where like some artists who had good art, they weren't following a bunch of people. And I noticed that each type of artist online has a different way of thinking. They do. You notice that the people who are like I guess they trying to start out, or they mostly fan artists. Young fan artists be in a hurry to grow real fast, so they'll follow random people and stuff, and then just think that they're better because the amount of followers they got. They do this online. I've seen it several times. Most of the time it be these kid artists and stuff. They be in a rush to get attention. Some artists are real talented. I came across some real talented artists. I hate how like people nowadays, when they get into art, they be rushing to improve and stuff. They be rushing to improve their work real fast just so they can get attention easily. You can't rush improvement. Improvement takes time. Don't force it. It takes time. It takes years. Do not do that. Okay, so I'm talking about stylization. Okay, so there are these Western artists. They all have like a different way of drawing, but most of the time you can tell that they all inside the same circle and use the same platforms because of the way they draw. Everybody takes inspiration from something, but if you like, it's like you know where platform they come from because they all draw the same. And everybody is afraid to just stand out these days. Everybody wants to be the same. Everybody wants to make the same stuff. If they look up to somebody, they want to copy that and then hope that they'll eventually get big up there just by piggyback off of somebody else. And while that's fine, it's okay to like take inspiration, but sometimes people will get tired of seeing the same stuff over and over. And I'm talking about the artists like with the Tumblr style, the Tumblr art style. I'm talking about them. Not all their art styles are bad, but it looks similar. All of the stuff looks similar, and they need to learn how to branch out of doing it. Now the stuff ain't bad. Most of the time, some of the stuff need to be polished and stuff. And they just need to find like different types of other forms of art to draw to get better at stuff. I don't like how the art community trashes on people just because the art style doesn't like the way somebody draws isn't that good, or the art style doesn't look good enough for you. I hate how they trash people for that reason, and it's just crazy because you can see the beauty in everybody's work. But most of the time, you gotta like learn how to take the punches and stuff. Like learn how to take. Most of the time, you gotta learn how to embrace everybody's differences, and people who are like thinking that their work is so perfect. You gotta learn how to take critiques too. In the art community, big artists and people with a bunch of followers act like they are exempt from being critiqued online. You are not. If you put your stuff out there, you're gonna get critiqued. Stop acting like you perfect just because you got a bunch of numbers. And like for people, for the people who saying that their work ain't getting seen or they're underrated, I'm in the same boat too. I can't get my stuff seen, and sometimes it's a benefit. It's not even like worth it. Just forcing yourself to grow. It's gonna be a bunch of people following you that don't even look at your work. They don't even take the time to leave comments, nice comments on your stuff, and basically sticking around when you need like support. Grow your audience the organic way. Like take your time, don't rush. I grew my Instagram by myself. I didn't follow anybody. I think it's just a waste of time just following random people for no reason, even though you're not gonna look at their posts. It's like, come on, don't do that. Just grow your account the natural way. But these are just my problems that the art community, my problems with the art community, and what I think that is bothering me, you know, what really bothers me about the art community. But let me know what you guys think.